Alright, so today I'll finally make another video. I know I've been saying that a lot at the beginning of my videos, but I know it's been a month since my last video, and I know there's been a gap between my videos recently. But that's because I'm busy, and I've been having trouble thinking of ideas for videos and everything. But it's the summertime now, so as long as I can get some ideas from videos, I can hopefully make them sooner. So anyway, so today I'll be reviewing a video game. This one hasn't been requested, but I feel that it's one that I can review and talk about, and people probably want to know a little more about it. So today I'll be reviewing Heavy Rain. What this game is about, it's about a serial killer who goes out and starts killing people, and you play as 4 different people who have something to do with it. You play as a reporter, an FBI agent, a dad who's looking for one of the missing people, and a private eye investigator. But what makes the game so unique is just the overall gameplay and just the way the game goes. It's very different from any other game you've played. Now, most people think that the game is mostly QuickTime events, because that's what you would see in most of the previews on TV or some of the gameplay. Like, you just always have to press X or triangle or something so you don't die. But really, it's not just QuickTime events. There is scenes where you walk around, and so you can actually walk around and investigate, crime scenes and stuff, and go around and look around. But those scenes it's a little weird, because like I said, you have to get used to the control scheme, because it's very different from other games. In fact, it's most like, when you walk around, it's more like the old Resident Evil, like Resident Evil 1, 2, or 3, kind of, actually, because you have to kind of like almost aim where you're going to walk or something like that. But like I said, you get used to it. You get used to it after a while. Plus, those walking scenes, there's no really, there's no fear of dying in those scenes. You don't have to worry, so if you can't get the hang of the controls, you're not going to die in those scenes. Which is another thing, you can't actually die in this game, which is really cool. If your character dies, they're not going to come back. They just die, and the game continues from there, and alters the ending, which is pretty cool. Although for me, I didn't feel the game was really that hard. Yeah, there was times where I felt like, my character was going to die, but in the end, I didn't really. Not all my characters survived, but I didn't have it at the highest difficulty, because there actually is difficulty settings. There's an easy one where they put less buttons, buttons on the QuickTime stuff. Medium's about normal, and then there's hard, which is more complicated button commands. So I guess if you click on hard, you're more likely to die, I guess. But I haven't really tried on hard. Let's see what else. Oh, like I said, I've noticed, like when I talk about the game, I don't really say levels, I say scenes, because that's what this feels like. It feels more like a movie than it does a game. It feels kind of like a movie, and you're just alternating it as it goes. Because like I said, I keep saying scenes. Like, even my brother, when we talk about the game, we say scenes, we don't say levels. That's another thing. I played this game, and then my brother played it. We didn't watch each other play, so we didn't know what each of us was doing. But in the end, though, we pretty much got the same endings, because I guess we think alike, so we got the same endings, same choices. That's just the back of the box. But yeah, your choices do affect it. Because there's multiple endings. I think there's 17 different endings. Because there is a trophy in the game for getting alternate endings. That's another thing too. This game, the trophies aren't really hard in this game. It just takes a while, because pretty much all the trophies in the game is the first choice you make, that's a trophy. The second choice you make, that's a trophy. Just basically, once you beat the game and you do it again, just do alternate choices, you can get most of the trophies. Because I got a platinum in it, but yeah. But they do make an expansion pack. There's one expansion pack right now for the game that's a prequel, but doesn't have any trophies for it. But they are working on other expansion packs, so hopefully those will have some more trophies in the game. Another note: if you have one of the first PlayStation 3s with a smaller hard drive, this game does take up about 4 gigabytes of space, so you got to make sure you have enough space to run it. Another cool little feature about the game that was kind of cool is that it came with the origami figure, which is pretty cool, because the game has has to install, since it takes up 4 gigs. But while it's installing, it gives you instructions on how to make an origami figure, and the game comes with a little piece of paper. It has all kind of cool little notes. It makes it look like real paper from the game. See, they got blood stains on it, so it's pretty cool that it came with that, and they didn't charge you extra for collector's edition or whatever. They just included it, so that's pretty cool. Another thing too I liked about the game, like I said, it's it feels like a movie, and it really has a great story to it. Because because you really do care about the characters, and there is situations where I feel like I feel bad because like one scene accidentally killed another character, not one of the main characters, but like a secondary character. I accidentally killed one. I was like, I felt bad. And like I said, you really do care what happens in the game. What else? Like I said, it has a great story. But gameplay, like I said, the gameplay is like this. The quick time events are cool, but the only thing that's kind of a little off is I kind of like the walking scenes because they feel weird. But I do get used to it. Like I said, the story's great, and like I said, I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm trying to really not talk about the story too much. But yeah, they do have a. I don't know. I've read other reviews and they said they don't like the ending, but I don't know. I like it, but I mean, like I said, there is different endings. So, but yeah, I've seen all the endings, and there is some really good endings. There's some really bad endings. So it really depends on how you play through. So yeah. So they try to sum it up. So this is a great game. It's original. Has a great story. The only kind of negatives is the controls are a little weird at first. You got to kind of get used to it. And there's a few plot points that they don't really explain on by the ending of it. But overall, the story is great. You do really get immersed in it. All your choices do affect the ending. And there is multiple endings, so it does encourage multiple playthroughs if you want to see some alternate ways to do it. It comes with this cool origami bit. They didn't charge you extra for it, which is cool. Like I said, it's really original, and it's if you want a great single-player story in a game that's totally different from what you normally play, I do highly recommend Heavy Rain. I'd give it a 5 out of 5. So here's my review of Heavy Rain.